Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the new Capa card to review today. So this card's rare golds card in the beginning of the year as a right back was actually really fun to use with the shadow chemistry style. So this card playing in the CDM or center mid position could actually be really fun to use. So we're taking a look at a card that is 5'9", high work rates, right-footed, 3-star skills, and a 3-star weak foot. Now, if I remember correctly from his right back card, he does have a stocky body type with his 5'9" height. So it is that's going to be very important to obviously look at in game in regards to how he dribbles across the pitch. He's got 85 acceleration with 86 sprint speed, which is really good for base card stats. Shooting is at 89 for attacking positioning with 64 for finishing, but he does have 94 shot power. So, you know, if you use him in the center mid position, and you want to be able to shoot some opportunities. Yes, he has 64 finishing, but the shot power is actually going to be very helpful from those opportunities that are very high percentage oriented shots, right? So because he has that shot power, it definitely compensates well for the finishing stat being low for a card that plays in the midfield. For passing stats on the card, base card stats wise, looks great. 85 short passing with 85 curve and 83 visions. Dribbling is going to be interesting to try out in game because, like I said, he does have that stocky body type, so the 82 agility with the 78 reactions and 80 ball control with 80 dribbling, 80 composure is going to be a thing that we're obviously going to have to take a look at in game in regards to how he performs across the pitch. We do want to give him the shadow chemistry style for the plus 10 in acceleration and plus 10 for sprint speed, because for me personally, I do mostly see this card being used in the CDM or center mid position. So that's going to be the two positions I want to use him mostly in, right? So it's going to be really interesting to see how he defends with his 5'9" height and stocky body type, because to be honest with you guys, in the right back position, he actually did really well, right? So dribbling on the card, we're going to be taking a look at. Defending for base card stats, 80 defensive awareness is the only thing that's kind of low, but when you give him that shadow chemistry style, you will be boosting his defensive stats as much as possible to be as good as possible defensively playing through the midfield. And then last but not least, we have a physical stats at 87 aggression, 87 aggression, 87 strength with 94 stamina with high work rates. So in my opinion, this actually looks like a pretty cool gameplay objective card to get. Obviously, I do mostly see him being played on the right side because he only has the long throw-in trait and the speed dribbler trait. So no finesse shots, no outside foot shots. So having him on that right side is definitely going to be the most ideal thing to do for a card like this. But in game, there's two ways that I want to set up with this card. I want to set him up in a 4-2-3-1 with this on 4, 4, and 5. And then we're going to have him playing in the CDM position right here. Switch Bellarabi off to that right side. And then Capa will play as one of the CDMs. The way that we're going to be doing it for the sake of the review is we're actually going to tell both of them to not stay back while attacking, because I want to see how they respond off of each other defensively when one actually pushes up the pitch, right? So it's going to be very important for me to see in that CDM spot. And then we will be trying him out in the 4-3-3 as well. So we have it on press after possession loss with fast build-up. And then we're going to have him playing in that right center mid position. So Ansu Fati off to here, Capa through the center mid. And then we'll put Forsberg there too. Forsberg, by the way, is a very underrated player. Really cool to use in my opinion. Let's see what we got here. Cut pass lanes, and then these guys are on cut inside, getting behind. Perfect. Yeah, so we'll try him on that center mid role, try him on the CDM position on balance instructions just to see what he's like attacking and defending wise. And we'll take it from there, boys. So let's get into a game and see how he plays. How's this dribbling? You know what? Yeah, pretty decent. I don't really have a problem with it playing through the midfield. Again, I do think I'm going to prefer that more in that CDM spot more than the center mid position, but we'll see what he's like attacking presence-wise. Holland with the opportunity. Oh, he didn't do it initially. That was weird. He actually like glitched out right there. It was very strange. Ooh, shadow chemistry style working really nicely right here to get that ball back. Okay, so high work rates. He will push forward if given the opportunity to, which is interesting. Right here. That's where he's going to attack the space. We're going to do some L-trigger shield. So yeah, with the high work rates, guys, if you have him on balance instruction, he will definitely attack that empty area as much as possible. So that is something you have to take into consideration when using a card like this in your team. We're going to try to strike across. He does have pretty nice shot power, man. The shot power is pretty noticeable from that. Ooh, I really just wanted to try like a crazy volley with him. But you can see, guys, with the high work rates, that he is definitely aggressive on the attack when given the opportunity to. So for me personally, guys, when it comes to FIFA's meta nowadays, it's actually better to have physical-oriented players that are tall playing in that CDM position, because what happens with these guys that are smaller is that they kind of essentially need to play like a Conte for them to be able to perform really nicely for you in the game, because you know, they're definitely usable in this position, but full meta-wise, it's always nice to have that height. He actually almost scored that. That was pretty wild. What's going on right now? Okay, we're good. But yeah, I've always noticed that with the CDM position. Like, there's not a lot of players that perform as well as Conte playing through that CDM position because they just don't do as well with the height and whatnot, right? So, to be honest with you guys, with the way that he's performing right now, I wouldn't mind starting him off in like a 3 at the back formation while he's one of the midfielders, and then I can switch him to that right back position because he definitely feels like he could still play that role well. We'll try a shot power strike from there, yeah. So shot power again is noticeable. Oh man, he didn't do a back heel right there. I was trying to go for that actually. I actually forced that run with him on the right stick pass immediately because I think it would have worked out really nicely. My goalie didn't want to push all the way. That was strange. Yeah, that acceleration and sprint speed boost is definitely needed on the card for sure, because you can see that a lot of the positions where he is able to aggressively attack and defend, it's important to have that extra acceleration and sprint speed boost. What I'm going to do this time is I'm actually going to mess with the tactics a little bit, right? So we're going to actually put cut passing lanes and stay back while attacking for Witzel, and we're just going to do cut passing lanes for Capa, and that's it. And we'll keep him on the balance instructions while Witzel is the more defensive-oriented player, because it's strange with the 4-2-3-1. Like, it feels like you really need that cut pass lane instruction because they don't really position themselves that well when you don't use it. So, yeah, we'll just keep that on him, but we'll see what he's like attacking-wise whenever given the opportunity. And I feel like cut pass lanes will fix his positioning a little bit because balance just doesn't work that well.
Positive with the cross.
Oh, Holland's offside. That's unlucky, man. Forsberg's attacking AI in that cam spot is so aggressive. Gotta love it. Oh, man, I break that space right there and I can't score that finesse shot. Okay, guys, so we're going to use the 4-2-3-1 again. This time we're actually going to tell him to stay back while attacking. So, you know, if you have him on balance instructions, he'll definitely be attacking-oriented. So I do see him playing the center mid position in okay fashion because his dribbling is not bad, but it's not necessarily the most agile to have in that area either. But we are still going to try him out there. Stay back while attacking, cut pass lanes, cover center for the first half, and then the second half we'll switch him to our 4-3-3, playing that right center mid role.
And that is going to be a free kick.
Well done, Capa. Well positioned to get that ball in that opportunity. It's unfortunate that Holland is just not a meta-oriented card because his dribbling just slows down your play way too much.
What do you like about his style of play?
I absolutely like everything about this lad. The way that he plays the game, his attitude, all of...
Oh, Forsberg, you're just... It's this Forsberg. The attacking AI stuff, guys, it's so noticeable, man. I'm telling you guys, it's so noticeable. Like, Forsberg, I was like, this guy's moving. Like, when I first reviewed that card, I was like, wow. Hey, man, as long as you got that physical aspect to be able to get that ball and shoot right away, I'm down. You guys know the motto here, man. You just gotta try to make some players as fun as possible, even if they're not meta, you know?
Just the challenge that was required.
See, Witzel was the one that was more attacking-oriented right there, even on the stay-back instruction, which he does actually do, to be honest. That was his base characteristic when I reviewed that card, too. And Capa stayed back while attacking to be able to defend these types of opportunities. So yeah, it's a card you use on stay back while attacking cover center, cut pass lane. Obviously, guys, you can obviously see how much better he's performing in this game.
Plenty of options. Capa onto Holland.
He's not going to score this, yeah. I wanted to try it anyways, but I wanted to involve him in the play a little bit right there. Okay, since the last dude left, we'll switch to the 4-3-3 this time. By the way, dudes, I know that a lot of people have a huge problem with me doing like one-game reviews. Honestly, guys, like for me personally, I just don't really need more than one game to really feel out a card. Before you even touch the card, you get a good idea of what they're going to do in game. But obviously, when you are trying out the cards, sometimes they can surprise you and do stuff differently. But a player's base card stats and base characteristics with certain chem styles will definitely be noticeable as it is, you know what I'm saying? So it's not necessarily something where I have to play more than one game to understand. Like Forsberg, guys, when I first used this card, you guys can go check out that review, I kept telling people, guys, this guy is so aggressive on the attack. And even in a situation like that I scored, he does the exact same thing, okay? So these things are very noticeable from the get-go, guys. You don't need to play more than one game. Naturally, yes, if you are playing the game normally, 100%. But if you are individually looking at one card and seeing how he performs on the pitch, I really, personally, I don't need it, man, you know? Might be able to score an opportunity here. Pass. Oh, good interception, actually. He missed that interception due to height, right? Always going to be a problem, obviously, but he's still performing really nice. It's still a cool gameplay objective card. Spanish links as well, which is always helpful, especially since I have the Ansu Fati card on my team. The way he dribbles, though, guys, it's definitely mostly a card you use in that CDM area, for sure. You can use him in the center mid spot, but like I said, as I was using the card, it's not really something that I would personally do. Forsberg, however, is a great center mid. He's a great player in the attack in general, to be honest. Mostly through the middle, but, you know. With your weak foot? Oh, yeah. That's where the finishing being low is going to be a problem, right? So that's why it's nice to have center mids that have like 70s for their finishing stats so that you can be able to score those a little bit more consistently. Even if he has the 3-star weak foot, if he had better finishing, he'd score that for base card stats. I put the power really low right there, and he still booted that. Yeah, guys, because of the finishing, definitely use him in that CDM spot for sure. Alright guys, so, I mean, you know, it's pretty obvious we're going to use a card like this for sure, because I feel like if his finishing stats were a little bit better, and he actually had reactions at like an 83, 84, he would have made a pretty decent center mid, because he's actually very aggressive on the attack because of the 89 attacking positioning, high attacking work rates with 94 stamina. However, it's obviously not the case with this card. In my opinion, give him a shadow chemistry style, play him in that CDM position, stay back while attacking, cover center, cut passing lane. That's definitely going to be the best way to play with this card on your team. He's still going to be somewhat attacking oriented even if he's on stay back, because it's this high work rates that makes him push forward anyways. But he definitely rotates really well with the other CDM and when they decide to basically push up in the attack, right? So it's either you use him on balance, cover center, or cut pass lane, stay back while attacking, and he'll still be able to attack from time to time. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this review, and catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.